July.
Okay. Good evening. Welcome to All You Can Eat Improv with Comedy Flops. I'm your host, Crème Fraiche, and tonight's a special night because tonight, for the first time for an improv show, we are recognizing two organizations that will be supporting tonight. The Tompkins County SPCA and the Schuyler County Humane Society. So all the money from tonight's show, we've set up two Facebook donation sites that you can contribute to both of these excellent organizations. And if you were watching the what I'll call the pregame slideshow, the Rigamarole put together, those were all animals that are members of Flops families, and many of them came from those organizations. If this is your first time watching an improv show, everything we're going to do for you tonight is made up. We know the games, but everything else we're going to get based on your suggestions. So in the chat box on our YouTube channel, I will periodically ask you for a suggestion to help inform a scene. Our first set tonight is going to be entirely games that are centered around movies. So what I'm going to ask you for our first suggestion of the night is to think of a title for a movie that should never be made and post it in the chat box, and we'll use that to inform the games in the first set. We will take a 5-minute break at the end of the first set for us to get some beverages and just take a quick break. And we'll post the donation links at that time again, and then we'll finish off with a second set, not related to movies, but still fun. So with that said, I would like to begin by introducing to you your comedy flops. Let's hear it, starting now for the 1922 Wimbledon champion. Let's hear it for Joe Lobb. The one who will be feeding us all tonight with the fruits of her labor. Let's welcome Hand Rations.
Woo! Hand Rations.
Woo! Look out, it's the fuzz. It's Officer Peggy.
Wee, wee, wee.
The man you'd least like to have surgery from, or maybe you would. Let's welcome Dr. Brainpee.
DSB.
The doctor is in, and fuzzy.
Oh, he's much clearer now.
Yes, good.
Buried deep in the heart of the Arabian desert. Welcome, Camel Treasure.
Woo! Camel treasure.
And he's showing great COVID hygiene.
I don't trust any of you fools.
No, I wouldn't either. And finally, last but not least, the one, the only, the cause of all our troubles, it's Rigamarole.
Oh.
Ooh, and he looks particularly dashing in his flops face gear.
Had to
All
one-up
right.
Cam.
So we're going to start with a game. While the suggestions come in, we are going to start with a game called My Movie. This is what we call an all-play game. And how it works is the flops. I'm going to get suggestions from you because I forgot to ask you for this. I need random letters, and we're going to pick 2 letters, and we will use them to inform movies that they're going to pitch to me. If I like the movie that they pitch, I'm going to do this, and they're going to give me a tagline for that movie. And if I really like it, I'm going to say, let's see it. And any flop that wants to be in that movie can be in it. And we'll see a brief scene from it. So let's see what's happening here. Oh, Kara's on fire tonight with the suggestions. Nice. All right, so we're going to start with the letters T and D. My Movie, T and D. Okay?
Ooh, my movie.
Brainpee.
Throat deficiency. How a man lives with no neck.
Let's see it.
Hey, I'm here for the bowling interview. I'm supposed to what? I can't. I'm looking. I'm trying. Wait.
Okay.
My movie.
Officer Peggy.
Touchdown. It's all about how a woman becomes Touchdown the Bear from Cornell, her lifelong dream.
Let's see it.
I wish I could be a bear and play football all at the same time.
Bears in football? Are you crazy?
But I'm from Chicago. Bear all knows with football. If I could be one. If I
Coach.
could just be one.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't nothing in the rules that say a bear can't play football.
Oh my God, man, you're right. Okay, you're in.
Wait, the Bears.
Really?
Why not the Packers?
My movie.
Camel treasure.
Trusting Dan.
Seems like a bad idea, but let's hear it.
Because you should always trust Dan with the money you're going to give him.
Yeah, no.
My movie.
Wait, who do you say?
And rations.
Turtle disasters. All of the best scenes from disaster movies, but with turtles.
Let's see it.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
The plane's going down!
It's Godzilla, which I think is just a bigger version of me.
My movie.
Go Lobb.
Turn defensive. Someone who's just a little too oversensitive about everything.
Okay, let's get some new letters. Let's see. Okay. G and N. G and N.
My movie.
Go Lobb.
Great nougat. How the world's greatest nougat was ever made in Turkey in 1846.
Specific, but let's see it.
A little bit of parsley, a little bit of sage, a little bit of rosemary, and oh wait, I'm being spied upon. Oh no, you're not going to get the secret. Oh no.
That's very savory, isn't it?
Isn't that a song?
Maybe.
It looks salty to me.
No salt. We use no
May
salt.
I taste it? Will I die?
You may taste it. You will eventually die, but not now.
My movie.
Rigamarole.
Gone naked.
God, is it?
A conservative family travels through an entire town full of nudists.
Let's see it.
Well now, honey, I need to stop for gas just for a little bit. Would you mind heading on in and grabbing us some delicious snacks?
Well, hey, I run the gas station. How are you?
Oh, Fred, that man has no unmentionables.
Oh, hold on. I gotta reach that on the bottom of the counter.
Why, Janet,
Daddy?
it seems that's that man's butthole, Janet.
Can you
Yeah,
spare
sweetheart.
some change?
Daddy,
Oh,
there's a
Yes.
naked man that's not wearing a diaper. I wear a diaper. Why can't he wear a diaper?
Hey, you get out of here. You stop
Got
running
any
my
spare
customers.
diapers?
My movie.
Officer Peggy.
Growing neutral.
Nah.
My movie.
Dr. Brainpee.
Golden Nuggets. How Ronald McDonald got his start in the fast food industry.
Let's see it.
You'll never make it as a clown, Ronald.
Well, that shows you, Dad. I'm 86 years old and I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to clown school. And then I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna eat a burger and some chicken nuggets because I got money. I got big golden piles and I'm gonna be better than you, Dad. I'm gonna be...
Gargling nitrogen. How a scientist made a terrible mistake but survived.
Nah, if he had died, I would have been in.
My movie.
Rigamarole.
Golfing naked.
Yeah, we've already done the naked genre.
Someone
Officer
has a
Peggy.
Movie. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, growing
Peggy.
neutrons. They're gigantic and taking over the world.
Let's see it.
It's a little bit of this compound.
No charge everything.
My
We're-
God, there's something in the sky. My God, it looks like a giant neutron.
It's growing. It's growing.
It's going to astronomical proportions. What
Jimmy
is-
Neutron's my name, and I did this.
What
I
has
did
science done?
from my basement. Grow, little one, grow.
My
Can't
God.
stop this. Director's cut, John.
That scene. That's my movie. All right, keep those titles coming for movies that should never be made. Keep them coming. We're going to need bunches and bunches of them. So if you have not contributed to the chat, tell us the movie you would love to see that we should never do. Okay? All right, we're going to play a game now called Actor's Nightmare. This is a game for Camel Treasure and Officer Peggy. And how it works is they're going to do a scene for you. And one of the actors has their script, and oops, the other does not. And so the one that doesn't have their script is going to just have to figure out what's going on. So this is for Camel Treasure and Officer Peggy. And there he is.
Yeah, technical difficulties give me just.
Okay. Let's hum a tune for them while Camel Treasure waits.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, I should make a technical difficulties screen.
Because we got technical difficulties, and I'm the man that makes the music, and I didn't make one for this.
You guys are doing awesome. Keep going.
No, you focus.
This is
You
a live
focus
show
because you got
and
technical
things go
difficulties.
wrong. But we
All
don't
those
care.
technical
We
difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Difficulty.
And now the metal version. Technical difficulties. Difficulties. Okay, now the country version.
I got technical difficulties since my baby done gone. I can't find my dog and my truck has run off. I tell you, got technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. My dog done died. Technical difficulties. What a sad thing to say in a show supporting animals.
Just got technical difficulties.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
the
All right,
technical
we're back in the
difficulties
truck, baby.
portion of our program is now over. And now we go back to our regularly scheduled program of Actor's Nightmare starring Camel Treasure and Officer Peggy.
Tell you what, that was a nightmare.
Improvisational
Okay,
What was
night.
a nightmare was you were just solo on it while you were figuring it out.
So for their scene that we're going to see, the title of their movie is Ancestry's back. Hello, Ancestry. It is The Wonderful Adventures of a Dog's Tongue. We're gonna see a scene from that.
Don't say anything. Don't tell him what happened. Just do what I say.
Hey now, bud, this wasn't in the script.
No, he's all right. It's just a powder burn. Don't tell him about the gunshot.
The gunshot, that wasn't supposed to go through the dog's tongue. This is not.
Just tell him he tripped down the stairs and banged his head. He's all right.
I'm sorry. You can't just say, oh, yeah, there's a gunshot and I just tripped down the stairs and the dog's fine. That's not how this works.
The bullet went through his earlobe. It's nothing. I don't want him to know.
How is he not supposed to know that he's been injured?
We heard We heard an enormous thud.
A thud, like a thud thud? Or like a thud?
When he tripped on the stairs.
Again, gunshot, stairs, not the same thing. Are you trying to cover this up?
Down the stairs.
What does down the stairs mean? You need to translate for me, bud.
He's sitting up in bed. He'll call him in the morning.
Who is sitting in bed? Is it Uncle Lester?
You!
Me? I'm right here. How can I be sitting in bed if I'm right here? I didn't do anything. I didn't fall down the stairs.
You're very sorry you disturbed him.
Oh, I'm sorry I disturbed myself. Let me give you a piece of my own mind here, shall I?
But he's really fine.
I don't think he's fine. You're talking to me like a crazy person and talking in the third person. You are not fine.
Thank you. Goodbye.
You need help.
Him. Thank him and say goodbye.
Thank you, he, and goodbye. No. Thank you. Bye. I'm your brother.
No dizziness.
You should feel some symptoms.
Yes, he can move everything. Get off the phone.
I am talking to you and not to anyone else. Look, hands free. No phone.
No slurring of the speech.
I am articulating. Am I not articulating?
I've got to get back to Charlie.
Who the hell is Charlie?
I can't believe this. No, tell him no.
I am telling you, you need to stop it and end this conversation because you have multiple people who do not exist in this room. Are they ghosts? Are they you?
Jesus!
They're Jesus.
She's not here.
He's always here. You know this.
She just stepped out. She'll be back in a minute, though.
Yes, God could be female. Yes, that is a possibility. We talk about that every Sunday.
Are you going to review the whole goddamn show?
We started with a dog, and you broke character, and you started saying some profanities that I didn't even know what they were. I'm reading it right here, and it's not what you're saying.
If anyone calls again, don't answer it.
Again, what are you hiding, brother? What are you hiding?
Because I thought the bullet went through his head, not his earlobe. Fix me a double vodka. I left Charlie standing in the shower.
You should not be drinking.
That's actor's nightmare. All right. For our next game, we're going to play something called Sound Booth Replay. And so how this game works is we're going to see a two-person scene. And the first scene is going to be done by Hand Rations and Dr. Brainpee. And then two other flops are going to take away their audio, and they're just going to watch what's happening, and they will recreate the scene they think they saw. And the flops that are going to do the second version are going to be Rigamarole and Lobb. So first up are Hand Rations and Dr. Brainpee, and I've got relationships for you, and your relationships are going to be... Okay, this is a this is great. This is a great handle. Sherman and Wiggly's child. Sherman and Wiggly's child suggests that the relationship be teacher and student. So, Hand Rations and Dr. Brainpee, teacher and student.
Okay, I don't know how to break this to you, but you failed the test.
What?
I know. I'm not supposed to tell you the results before I tell everybody else, but dude, this is the worst test that I've seen in all my years of teaching.
Like how?
Well, for starters, you put your name as the first 5 questions.
Well,
like, I understand not knowing where the namespace is, because, like...
I just wanted to make sure you knew it was mine, you know? Because I had to, like, write Bry, like, 5 times. Made sure.
But you're the only one who writes all of his answers in all caps. I'm pretty sure I'd know it was you.
I'm just trying to get my point across. God.
And it's very effective for winning arguments on the internet. Not
Yeah,
on
it's
your
very
science.
effective. Did you get my supplemental essay about that?
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what is this?
I wrote it. I have pages of notes on, like, chat rooms and, like, Reddit threads and, like, all sorts of stuff. I've just been, like, taking, you know, arguments I've been winning just because I type louder.
Oh, that explains all of the other weird usernames on here.
Yes, you have to cite your sources like you taught me. I've been, like, really, like, learning stuff from you, you know? And I'll, like, do that unless it goes for certain.
Okay. Now, I understand that you might have won some of these arguments, but...
I did. I won, like, 9%.
Yeah. But the 10% that you didn't win, it doesn't really add up.
What,
like, why do you include these?
I mean, you can't win them all. You know, sometimes I'm not always correct. Like, maybe I didn't realize that, like, we still didn't live in Pangea. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
Or spell Pangea, because I thought that was with, like, a fucking Q. But whatever.
So, the thing about Pangea is, I know that it's hip in your generation to all be like, I'm a flat earther, the earth is flat. But never have I seen someone be like, continental drift hasn't happened. Like,
I mean, there's significant evidence on YouTube. Did you get my YouTube source recommendations? Alright, it is one giant landmass, alright?
Okay.
It's a giant conspiracy with the airplane industry. They're just charging you $600 for a two-way.
Okay, so we've given Team 2 a hearty thing to look at and to recreate. Let's see what they come up with.
Well, welcome to your last day of teacher training. Today we're going to talk about what happens when you have a disaster on the chalkboard. I know you think you're going to go to places that have all sorts of distance learning, but trust me, you're going to be sent to some far-flung corners of the world, and people are still going to be writing on the board with chalk. So you need to know what happens when things go wrong. You look like you have a question.
Yeah, chalk. I use a whiteboard. What am I supposed to do with chalk on a whiteboard?
Well, that's the first thing that could be a problem. You are not going to be able to use chalk on a whiteboard. It will not work. But
yeah.
Trust me, your school, wherever it is, will supply you with either chalk and a blackboard or a whiteboard and markers. So you don't have to worry about that at all.
Oh, what do I do if it's chalk and a whiteboard or a marker and a chalkboard?
You complain to your supervisor.
Okay. And who is my supervisor?
Well, you don't know until you get there. I mean,
well, what am I learning from you then?
Well, I'm here to prepare you in case things do go wrong. So suppose you're writing and the chalk breaks. That will be an opportunity for your students to see how vulnerable you are, but you don't want to do that. What you want to know, because if you show them the least opportunity for advantage, they will take it, and you will be overwhelmed. Trust me, I've been there.
Okay, I'm not the type of guy to get overwhelmed. I'm a big guy. You know, I'm a big guy. One solid big guy.
Yes, you are.
And that's not the type of person, one solid big guy, that's gonna take advantage by a bunch of kids. One solid big guy, bunch of tiny little kids.
They're tiny, but they're emotional and manipulative. You may be strong physically, but how strong are you emotionally in your heart?
I'm a big guy in my heart.
Okay.
One solid big guy.
You may be in for a rude shock or two. Okay? Now, one thing you can do is to distract your students by doing impressions. Can you do a good Nixon? Let me see your Nixon.
I am not a crook.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That will keep them entertained. They will laugh. Meanwhile, what you do is you grab another piece of chalk or another marker if you're on a whiteboard, And then you pick up writing as if nothing had happened. That's the key. Don't let him know. Don't let him know that anything went wrong.
And any other impersonations I should know?
The more the better. Because, you know, you do Nixon once, and they've seen your Nixon, and the next time something goes wrong, they're going to say, oh, he's going to do his Nixon again. But then you throw him a curveball, and you do, I don't know, Mark Spitz, for example. Yes, he does.
I think it's good to end on a loogie. I think all scenes should end on a loogie.
I'll do my best from the rest of the night on if I'm in a scene to.
Yeah, hurl one. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, that is Sound Booth Replay. We're gonna, in our movie extravaganza, we're gonna now play a game called Director's Cut. And this is a game for Joe Lobb, who will be our director. And our actors will be Camel Treasurer and Officer Peggy. How this game works is they are going to do a scene from the movie The Twin Smells. The Twin Smells. We're going to see a scene from that. And Joe Lobb is going to coach them through this scene and probably give them a few suggestions to improve their performances. So let's see a scene from The Twin Smells.
All right, you guys, you ready for take one of this glorious epic?
Absolutely.
All right, then. Show me what you got. Sound speeding, rolling, and action.
I farted.
Oh, Derek, you know I love when you fart. Avocado?
And
Chili powder.
you know those go together. Like carrots and whipped cream.
You know what sets my heart aflutter, Derek. Oh.
My dear Claire, do you have something to respond? You always respond to mine with your own.
I do. I was really thinking about you as well. Ooh, pardon me.
Cut. Actors.
Yeah, he actually... No.
Derek. Clearly, you did not read the character portrayals in the beginning of the script. Your character has come up from the mean streets of Toronto. So where's the Canadian accent?
I'll try better next time, sir.
Yes, you will.
Sorry,
All
sir.
right. Let's forget about that part of the scene. Let's move further on toward the climax of this scene, okay? And please, let's have the accent, Derek, okay? Sound speeding, rolling, action.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Derek. We all have accidents sometimes.
What are you talking about?
You don't have to lie. I can see it. It's kind of running down your leg.
No,
Hey.
no, I'm sorry. No. Don't you know that's not what I'm doing? Don't you know?
I have a moist towelette for you here. Here, go ahead. Take it.
I can't accept. It's too intimate.
But I thought we had something special, Derek.
You are like one of my many maple leaves.
Derek, how could you?
Okay, cut. Not bad. Nice commitment. But Claire, my friend, you also obviously did not read the script because it is very clear that your character has uncontrollable blinking. This becomes a very important plot point when someone thinks you're blinking in Morse code and decodes it and things happen from there. Did you not know this?
I just didn't think you were serious.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a serious business. This is not fun and games. And we're on the clock here. And the union people are already getting very unhappy. We're wasting so much time. So let's do that again with the blinking, please. Are we ready? Back to 1. Sound speeding. Rolling. Action.
Oh, Derek, I think you took that one a little too far.
I ate really spicy hot sauce from Quebec. You know that stuff is strong.
It would make my eyes water if they were open long enough to do so.
Are you crying for me, my sweet, sweet Claire?
You know I am. Oh, Derek, our love, it's for real. I can smell it.
It's too strong, Claire. It's too strong. The maple candies have taken over. I'm not long for this world.
No, stop, Derek. Don't go into the light. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes.
Cut. I will say this, your commitment and emotion are really, really getting better. I'm so happy to see that. But Derek, actually, I can't blame you for this one. The writers got lazy. Did you see in the script where it said TVR repetitively many times?
Yeah, I thought that was just think voice reminders.
No. If you had read the key, you would see that stands for TV reference. The writers got lazy, and anytime you see TVR, you're supposed to refer to a TV show. Now, they don't say current TV or past TV or future TV. So we'll leave it up to you.
Are they lines or just the TV show?
Whatever you like. A character, a catchphrase, anything from the world of TV. And your accent is slipping a little bit, so you want to watch that.
Slipping? You think I'm slipping? Look at her over there. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Give me a break. I can't do an accent and blink my eyes at the same time. You're so insensitive.
Stop. We'll do this one more time. This is for real. Back to 1. Sound speeding. Rolling. Action.
Derek, Valentine's Day is such a treat when you take me out.
Hey, what's going on here? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, Derek. You know that. Hold my hand.
I wanna hold your hand.
Serenade me, Derek. Yes, just like you used to.
My sweet serenity. I love you so. I gotta fart. Like that part from that 70s show.
Oh, oregano! You had pizza for lunch.
I did, from that pizza place from Toy Story that they made into a TV show, I think.
And corn?
Corn.
No. Corn
I
relish.
love corn.
Derek, say you'll be with me forever. Please. Please, I beg of you.
I will be with you like Degrassi lasted on TV for exactly 16 years, and then we're done.
Cut! I knew you guys would come through. That's a wrap. Brilliant.
That's what you wanted?
You got it, baby.
I'll be in my trailer.
I need to go fart.
All right, that is Actor's Nightmare. For our next game, we're going to have all the flops in the next game. And so they don't all have to be on the screen at the same time, but we're going to play a game called 6-Line Movie Genre Scene. Usually it's 5, but, we have 6 people plus me. I'll sit it out. And they're going to create a scene from a movie for you, one line at a time. And first they're going to do it straight, just straight up scene. And then they're going to do it in different movie genre styles. So what I need you to put in the chat box now are movie genre styles you would like to see us also do this scene in. And they can be anything, okay? So first, I'm going to give them the title of the movie they're doing a scene from while you put that stuff in the box. Let's see what we got here.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay. This is so wrong and so right all at the same time. So funny, I can't stop laughing. Tonight, we're going to see a scene from Stargazing with Hitler. We're going to see that as a 6-line movie scene. And while they'll do it, and then please put in different movie genres you would like to see Stargazing with Hitler in. All right. I'm going to go.
Oh, David. It's not your fault, friend. It's okay. I know they say that your family did some horrible things, but you're not your great-great-grandfather, David.
Is that Marilyn Monroe?
Look, man, I really don't think the mustache is working.
I know I'm a constellation floating thousands of miles above the Earth's surface, but can I distance myself more from this?
But please point that thing somewhere else.
It's a shooting star? No, it's a V2. Ah!
Okay, so that we've seen the scene straight. Now we're going to see the flops recreate that entire scene in a different style. Let's see it as well, I've had 3 different people, Kara, Gabriel, and Grip, all want to see it in anime flops. So let's see Stargazing with Hitler as anime.
David, it's not your fault. You are not your great-great-great-great-grandfather, David. You have the power to be different.
Yeah? Is that Marilyn Monroe?
That mustache isn't working? Why don't you try mutton chops?
I know I was subtitled by somebody who didn't actually know Japanese, but could my words be further off from what I'm saying?
You will please point that thing somewhere else.
It's a V2 rocket! Ah!
Okay, let's see that same scene again now. Let's see as well, who doesn't want to see Stargazing with Hitler as a rom-com? Thank you, Joe Weber, for that twisted idea. Love it.
Oh, I got a little. Oh, and you do too. It's okay, David. You're not your great-great-grandfather.
Like you're Marilyn Monroe.
Gosh, I just don't think the mustache is working, buddy. We'll try something different.
I know they aren't supposed to get together until the second act, but could they be any cuter?
That sexy Marilyn Monroe you're pointing that thing at? Can I see?
If he loves me, give me a sign. A V2 rocket.
Nicely done. But wait, we have more. Let's see it now let's see it as horror. Stargazing with Hitler as a horror film.
Oh no, David. Look at you. You're turning into your great-great-grandfather!
It's Marilyn Monroe! No!
Oh God, your mustache! I think it's coming alive!
I know I already made it out, but could I please get farther from here?
If you point that telescope at me, I shall scream. Ah!
Say hello to my little rocket.
Okay, one more. to finish off, let's see it as a documentary.
Now, 47 years after his death, we catch up with his great-great-grandson, David Hitler. And David, living in the small town in Milwaukee, is clear he is not this man.
Look, it's Marilyn Monroe. David meets Marilyn Monroe.
And here we see a man with a terrible mustache. Will he shave it? Will he leave it? The world may never know.
Little known fact, the stars can actually experience consciousness, and they do not like you.
And when pointing your telescope at someone, you must remember first to adjust the gross focus and then the fine focus.
Watch as the V2 rocket slowly creeps up on its prey.
Slowly.
Weird.
I'd like to see the physics of that. That is 6-line movie genre scene. So for our next game, we're going to play something called Pan Left, Pan Right. This is a 3-person game, and we're going to switch between, that's English, right, Cody? 3 different scenes. And to get this going, I need a few suggestions, and I see them coming in case you didn't see the chat. I'm looking for relationships between 2 people and also non-geographical locations. So this is a game for Rigamarole, Dr. Brainpee, and Hand Rations. And there are 3 teams. They're going to form 3 teams. Team 1 is Rigamarole and Dr. Brainpee. So when we want to see a scene from Team 1, I'll say 1, and Rigamarole and Dr. Brainpee will do their scene. If I say Team 2, that's Dr. Brainpee and Hand Rations. They're Team 2. And Team 3, of course, is Hand Rations and Rigamarole. How the game works is whatever the last line of the scene is, when I call the next team, they start with that same line, okay? So let's give them some ideas. So Team 1, your relationship is, oh, nice one, Austin. An improv group leader and and an audience member over Zoom. You can take that anywhere you want. Okay, so that's Team 1. Team 2, okay, that's interesting. Team 2, your setting is, let me see here. How about a gas station? Team 2, your scene's in a gas station. And Team 3, your relationship is, oh, I like this too, a D&D dungeon master and player, and it specifies in the friend zone. Okay, everybody got their inspirations. All right, so I'm going off camera, and we're going to start with Team 1.
That's me. So can I get from the audience a suggestion of a relationship? You there?
Boo! Steaks!
Boo steaks. They must be celebrities. I don't know. Could you describe them?
Boo!
Boo? Boo? Are we talking about Bo Diddley maybe for a musical song later? But for now.
Where are the impressions?
Oh, and impressions. Yeah, well, we could do impressions, but first we need suggestions from you, the audience, in order to do them.
I want
Team 2.
Why, hello. Welcome to the 7-Eleven. How may I be of service?
I just need some suggestions on what to do in this town. There's only like 3 gas stations I've seen and like not much else. Is this your entire town?
Yes, this is the entire town. It is pretty much right here in this 7-Eleven.
Oh. That is very interesting. So, do you have any Cheerios? Like, my family really needs some cereal.
Cheerios? No. Cheerio type things? Yes, we do.
Team 3.
So you see as you enter the room, Cheerio type things out on the table.
I attack with my sword.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to quickly roll initiative, and the Cheerio type 10.
I roll a 2. Is that bad?
No, that means you just go say, I'm glad we're such good friends, I know this, being over Zoom has been rather difficult for the game, but it's good to be friends,
I attack with my sword.
Team 1.
Why don't you do like an impression from Friends? Do like a scene from Friends.
Sure, a scene from Friends. Could this guy be any more obnoxious?
No, not that one. Boo! That one sucks.
Okay.
Team 3.
Boo! That attack sucked. You missed, my dear friend.
Well, if I can't attack with my sword, then like, what else can I do? Can I roll to befriend the Cheerio monsters?
That's a good attempt. Yes, I'm gonna need you to make a persuasion charisma check, please.
Okay. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Terrific. Okay, yes, the Cheerios definitely are not gonna be able to beat that. Sorry, Cheerio-like
Team 2.
objects.
See, the Cheerios are definitely not going to be able to beat that. Oh,
No.
I'm sorry, I mean Cheerio-like
No,
objects.
you see, the reason they won't is because we code it with MSG in this town. Yes, we're very big into that. Yeah, you're actually never going to find a better breakfast cereal than that one. It's the tastiest. In fact, quite like crack cocaine. Not to be confused with crack cocaine, which our town is also known for. It's really why you don't see many people.
Team 1. Team 1.
Well, our town is filled with crack cocaine. That's why you don't really see all that many people.
Wow, that was like the worst line ever. Only an idiot would think of that line in an improv show. What idiot said that?
Okay. Team 3.
What kind of idiot would say that?
See, I'm just trying to befriend the Cheerio monsters. If I can't kill them, I might as well get information out of them.
I know with if I can't kill him, at least I can get a suggestion out of him.
Good luck. A lot of dudes try to kill me and 2 different pigs. Boo!
Team 2.
But yeah, so a lot of people have been trying to be killed outside the store, including 2 pigs. They had a fight over the gas station, like the gas pump number 3. Why it's out of order? It actually caught on fire.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, this does seem like a place that a pig would like choose to die, and like very scenic, but also like there's a story to tell there. Not by the pig.
It's got the sense of a gladiator here.
Yeah.
Team 1.
I have the sense of a gladiator.
Do a scene from Gladiator.
I don't know that movie. I don't get the reference.
I think I can hit you with a tomato from my house. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm good. Way better than your stupid improv. Improv for losers.
That is pan left, pan right. Nice job. Nice job. And I have to give a shout out because I'm looking in the chat, and the one and only Flop alum Mrs. Cheese is in the audience tonight. Shout out for Mrs. Cheese.
Cheesy. Miss you, man.
Woo! Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, we're going to play one more game in the first set. This game is called Pyramid, and it's a game for, well, everybody on the screen pretty much. So, how it works... That's a good look, Jess. How it works is we're going to build a scene starting with 1 flop. Then another flop's going to join, and they're going to start a new scene, a 3rd flop, a 4th flop, a 5th flop, till we have 5 going in a scene, and then they're going to work their way back down. So we need a word to inspire it, and, well, gosh, with Mrs. Cheese in the audience, the word to inspire the scene is, in fact, cheese.
One of you must drop.
One must go. Okay. Dr. Brainpee starts the scene.
It's just me and my cheese. What could I ever do without it? I have brie and some jack and some parmesan. I'm full of every kind of cheese around me. Little's cave cellar.
Phil?
Yeah.
We've got to talk, buddy.
What's up, bud?
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask it. I mean, there's really no way about it.
Cool.
Did you bring cheese into the shower?
The shower?
There's cheese in the shower, and I know I didn't bring it. Yeah.
Like
mozzarella, shredded mozzarella in the shower.
Mozzarella, you said. I mean, I brought gorgonzola in the shower. I didn't bring mozzarella in the shower.
All right. Well, I'm not the cheese aficionado, but please stop bringing the cheese in the shower.
Look, man, you just gotta expand your knowledge of cheese. It's just like it gets it nice and it's steamed and it's at a perfect consistency.
Hey, I answered the call to play the cheese grater in the band.
Oh, cool!
Did you bring your own cheese grater?
I did, and a fork. My grandma taught me, so
Nice.
I'm decent, and I can also play a mean maraca.
Nice. Well, this is Cam. He's on the keys, and I got the bongos, and I think we're pretty good.
All right.
Let's hear what you got.
Okay, guys. Now here we are. We're going to make these old people laugh and have fun. And you remember, we're going to do it by recreating the classic Monty Python sketch, The Cheese Shop. Ellen, you come into the shop. You are looking for cheese. Mark, you are the owner of the cheese shop. And for every cheese that she gives you, you say in one way or another that you don't have any. Phil, your job is to ring the bell every time that rejection happens. Okay? So we've all learned our lines, I hope. Please say yes.
Am I the bell ringer?
Ding!
No, you're not the bell ringer.
I thought I was the bell ringer.
The bell.
Wait,
I've
so
got
I'm
the
the cheese
bell.
guy. Wait,
Ding,
I ate the cheese, right? Because I already ate all the cheese on the craft service table.
Ate all the cheese?
Excuse me. I have been waiting for my cheeseburger for 3 hours. What do you have going on back in that kitchen?
What's it to you?
It's coming out in a minute.
Yeah, what's with
I need
you,
to
white
speak
guy?
to the
What
manager.
do you need my eyeballs for? Asking me about a
Yes,
cheeseburger.
yes, I'm sorry. I'm the manager. Can I help you?
Don't you just help her? You
I
want her
have
to
been waiting
explain
for my cheeseburger for 3 hours.
For 3 hours. Okay, staff, what's the explanation? Let's hear it.
3 hours? Who's to say it was 3 hours?
He says it was 3 hours, and the customer's always right.
Yeah, the customer obviously ain't got a watch.
All right, here it comes. Coming up. Here you go. Here you go.
Well, see, look, the cheeseburger.
I have arrived to call the people in line to arms. We will no longer stand in line.
Oh, yes.
Do you hear the people singing the song of hungry men?
I, hungry man.
I'm singing a song of hungry men.
Hey there, buddy. Did you just want your fried cheese curds to go then?
No. Me and my fine compatriots here, there, are here to secure the cheese that is our right.
Give me the cheese, we will have it.
Okay, well, how many orders would you like? They're $3.99 a pop, and they come with 12 cheese curds.
Oh, you will not take us down, Jean Parmesan.
We will slay you, Jean Parmesan.
Well,
just give him his cheese.
We will grate you,
no big deal.
John Parmesan.
John Parmesan's technically the CEO. I think he lives in California. My name's Bob, and I just work the counter.
You have not seen the last of us, Jean Parmesan.
Oh, I hope
Hit
not.
the barricades!
Have a nice day. Come again. Tell your folks I says hi.
Oh, God.
I hope she likes that cheeseburger. It's our last one.
Well, she
I
better
can't
like
get
the
out the freezer.
cheeseburger. Like
Can
she
someone
better.
help me out the freezer?
Yeah, how's it? Is it worth the three hours you waited? You want me to get some coffee? Put some coffee on, maybe go call my grandmother, make a little sauce while you wait.
This is the best cheeseburger I have ever tasted.
Well done, crew.
However,
Well done.
it has made me doubt the concept of time. Because I originally came in here complaining it had been 3 hours. But it appears to have been cooked 10 minutes ago. So either I have lost all perception of time while in quarantine, or you were lying about your jobs and goofing off for 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yes.
Happy ending, doesn't matter. Either one is acceptable. Glad you like your cheeseburger.
Thank you.
Cheese. Cheese. Have more cheese. Blue cheese. Red cheese. Masiago.
Wait, 'cause
Manchego.
What was my line again? What's my line?
Venezuelan beaver cheese.
Oh, okay, yeah. With the well in beaver cheese.
No.
Did I say it
Ding.
right? Dude, was the camera going?
Cheese.
Oh,
Do we get?
God.
Was that a good take?
Cheese.
Hold on, wait, no, I didn't get my good side. Hold on, this one's my good side.
Real cheese.
The
Papa
real
John's?
embezzled cheese.
These old people are not going to be entertained. I'm going to go back to Hollywood where actors at least make a pretense of learning their lines.
Ding, ding,
Good
ding,
luck.
ding, 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 ding. All right, that was a pretty good showing with the maracas there.
Yeah.
We dig the cheese grater.
Yeah, it's I think it's pretty primo to what we're trying to do here in the band. Let's talk.
I do have one question though. Have you ever used an electric cheese grater? We've got a car battery over here.
That's a good
It's
point.
a little different sound. But I think you'd be good for it.
You're a little too metal. You shredded my fork in my cheese grater. I don't have the money to replace this right now, let alone to buy an electric cheese grater. So I'm just gonna go back to playing maraca in my grandma's basement. Good luck, y'all.
What are we gonna do?
Man, that's the 4th cheese grater this week.
All right, so really, for the last time, quit bringing cheese in the shower. I'll let you bring your toast, but leave the cheese out of there.
No, the toast goes in the dryer next to the shower. The cheese has to get it. Dude, have you watched any of the YouTube videos I sent you? I sent you a few to be about like the perfect cheese eating like when it's like that just steaminess, like from cold to steam, very, very delicate. Really enjoy it. I mean, sure, I know the Drano bills are outrageous right now because I drop a lot of cheese, but who's to say?
Well, I'm just gonna start dropping deuces in the shower then.
Okay, well, alright. I mean, as long as it's
Bet
enjoyable,
your
I guess.
cheese.
I'm gonna start putting cheese in the shower head or something. How do you like that?
Yeah, that's great. That's just lovely. I'll need 6 months of your rent up front.
Well, good, because you already got the other 6 months. Not up front, because we've been here for 6 months. And there's cheese in a world of creation. I'm here in the dairy and Wisconsin.
All right, that is Pyramid. Nice job, everyone. That's very funny. So this brings us to halftime. This is the time where we refill water, and you can have a beverage. We do tell you when we're at the haunt, the drunker you are, the funnier we are. Hopefully you have beverages at home to enjoy the show. We are just a little sense of our fundraising. The Schuyler County Humane Society is doing very well. We've raised $145 for them tonight, which is awesome, and actually leading up to tonight. But the Tompkins one, only $10. Don't we love the animals in Tompkins County too? So Rigamarole, I'm going to say, put up the cuteness for halftime. So let them see how cute these animals are. And if you are able to contribute a little, please do. The links are on the thing. The thing being Crème.
Let them be cute.
Just pretend that it's a Sarah McLachlan song.
Right.
The totals right now.
Sing it. Oh, the angel.
And
We'll
I'll
be back in
stop
5.
singing when you pay.
Great incentive.
Is our video live? I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I was waiting for that.
And it's live!
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So welcome to the Flops Follies, or what we sometimes call Set 2. We're going to start off with an old Flops favorite, 186. And this one, if you've seen our shows before, you know, revolves around a stock joke. The stock joke is 186 blanks go into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve blanks here." And then we come up with a punchline of what the blanks say. Now, the blanks in this case are everyday objects. And so before halftime, I asked you for objects, and you sent me tons, and that's amazing. That's really, really great. And so I'm going to pick one, and we're going to make a joke around it. So let's start with, let's go with, we're going to start with Aunt Zesty and 186 Q-tips. 186 Q-tips. It's the easy one. 186 Q-tips walk in the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve Q-tips here." So the Q-tips say, "You know what? You could just stick it in your ear."
Yeah. I see where you were going with that one. 186 Q-tips walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve Q-tips here." The Q-tips say, "We're not here for drinks." And that's when the bartender realizes, "Oh, it's the fuzz! Everybody out!"
186 Q-tips walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve Q-tips here." The Q-tips all in unison go, "Aw, you gotta be cotton me."
186 Q-tips walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve Q-tips here." And they're like, "Oh, come on, man. We promise we won't go too far in the back and break something."
186 Q-tips walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We do not serve Q-tips here." The Q-tips just stand there. The bartender says, "Maybe you didn't hear me."
Oh,
Boom, think.
All right, new one. I'm going to pick a new one. We're going to let that one stand. Hats, 186 hats.
186 hats walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the hat's just sitting there like, "Oh, I'm brimming now."
186 hats walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the hats say, "Well, you're just bowling us over with your terrible attitude."
186 hats walked into the bar. Bartender says, "We do not serve hats here." And you look at him and say, "I'm going to mess you up."
186 hats walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "No, we don't serve hats here." And the hats say, "Come on, we're known as really good tippers."
186 hats walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the hats say, "Oh, come on, man. It says one size fits all on the front."
186 hats walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the lead hat says, "Well, now, you're making quite the mistake. Each one of my boys is ready to take on 10 gallons.
186 hats walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the hats just sigh and they're like, "Well, we ain't no snapbacks."
186 hats walk into a bar one day in early May, and the bartender says, "We don't serve hats here." And the hats say, "We don't want to drink, we just want to watch the Derby."
Erasers, 186 erasers.
186 erasers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Are you kidding? We don't serve erasers here." And the erasers say, "You better let us in. We're going to send somebody to rub you out."
You have to rub it to do it.
Yeah, that's the joke.
186 erasers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What is this, art class? Like, we don't serve erasers here." And the erasers, "Oh, come on, man. Like, everybody makes mistakes, okay? We're just here to help."
186 erasers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve erasers here." And the erasers just sit there and say, "We're going to make it so that..." Oh, wait. Damn. I lost it. Oh, we're going to pretend you didn't say that.
It's a double joke.
186 erasers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve erasers here." And the erasers say, "Well, we just have to make you disappear."
That's where I wanted to go, and I didn't do it well.
186
here
erasers
for
walk
you.
into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve erasers here." And they're like, "Man, you really worn me down to my metal bit."
Okay, then let's finish it up with 186 socks brought to us by Grip. 186 socks.
186 socks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We do not serve socks here." And all 186 go, "Darn!"
186 socks walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve socks here." And the socks say, "Come on, we don't smell that bad."
186 socks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve socks here." One of the socks turns to the others and says, "Damn, we should have known that. We've been stalking him for ages."
No.
Honey.
186 socks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what the hell's the matter with you? This is a Yankees bar."
Go White Sox.
186 socks walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve socks here." And the socks say, "Oh, come on, you gotta let us in. Every single one of us is looking for our mate."
That's 186. All right, for our next game, I didn't want to let that one go too far because, our next game is Freeze. And so how Freeze works, this is an all-play game, and I'm going to give the flops an amazing suggestion from things you've previously given us to inspire our scene. 2 flops will start the scene, and any flop can clap in and either join the scene or start a new scene. And eventually we're probably going to end up with a long-form scene that will undoubtedly dazzle and amaze you. So to get us started, let me see what we have in the great list of suggestions here. To inspire our scene is the movie title. We're going to bring movies into this too. Why not? Spaghetti in the Dirt. Let that inspire you however you will. I guess it's us.
Ah.
All right, I'll do it with you.
Be inspired, John.
Yes.
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah.
I thought I told you not to eat spaghetti from the dirt.
And I thought I told you this was a one meatball town. And there's 2 meatballs here.
Yeah, looks more like a sausage festival to me. You gotta leave.
I ain't going anywhere.
Should we?
Aaron and Ashley, how many times have I told you that when food falls in the dirt, you do not eat it? Oh my God!
But Mom,
What?
Mom, it was SpaghettiOs. You know those are our favorites.
Yes, but you have to let them go sometimes. Aaron, stop that! Stop that right now!
Aaron,
No,
Aaron.
no, don't do that! Oh, oh!
Go. Aaron, save some for me.
Freeze. Rigamarole out. You want to taste? You want to taste this icing?
Yeah.
I licked it with some stuff.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon with a vague note of cilantro, is it?
Rosemary.
No way.
Oh, my bad.
So good. It's so good.
Did you make it yourself?
Can I have some more?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, yeah, have some of this one.
Do it.
Ooh. Oh, that's got a nice burn.
Steve, do you want some? Do you want some?
Huh?
Whoa. Ooh, it's not an afterburn.
Freeze. Peggy out. I'm glad you all were able to come to our touch and taste on the history of spaghetti.
Oh, love spaghetti.
Um,
Taste.
Here's where Alfred Fettuccine first invented spaghetti. It was
Really?
it was in the small little hut outside of southern Italy.
Freeze. Let's go back to that time in southern Italy when Alfred Fettuccine invented spaghetti.
I'm Alfred Fettuccine.
Hey, Alfredo.
Oh, hey! I just thought of something because I can't chew very well. I can't have the bread, but I love the bread, so I made it like thin so I could just eat it.
Yeah, tell Rigatoni and me how you did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just kind of just mashed it into a paste, and then I just made it into a tube, like it just, because I can't eat the bread.
But what was your inspiration for the sauce, Uncle Fed?
Sauce? What sauce?
Oh, he's forgetting his sauce. Oh, no. Did you write down the recipe?
I didn't put it in.
Everyone, step for a second. I am the great-great-grandson of Julius Caesar, famous salad maker, and I am here to duel this man, as I am the better meal maker than you, Fettuccine.
Bring it on, you little whippersnapper! I've been whooping asses before your great whatever was born. Well, I'll kick your ass.
Good. Come on then.
You just get
Let us
over
do
it.
this.
One of these wet noodles is gonna do great.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna hit you with it.
Settle
Come
down.
here.
Settle down.
No, I'm gonna whip him with a wet noodle.
Yeah, no, violence is never the answer.
Oh,
Except when it
no.
is.
The Caesar way is to make a great violence. How do you think a crouton is made, huh? We beat the bread into submission.
Freeze.
Your bread in your submission.
Freeze. Let's watch them beat their bread into submission.
All right, you're ready.
I am ready, Fettuccine.
Oh, geez.
Let us make our bread together then, as friends. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Ow! Ow! God, my hip, my leg, my arm, my elbow. Oh God!
I hear you're beating the bread like my breaded eggplant parmigiana.
Oh
Yes. Are you
I'm
also a
ready to
fine
beat.
cook?
Let's
You got
go.
your weapon?
Dance,
Yeah.
pretty boys,
I
dance.
got my cane and my.
I don't have any
steel
weapons.
Trap of a witch.
My cookbook that you will never see.
That's
to get that
okay.
cookbook.
I can't read.
We have to get that cookbook from her. It is important.
Not my eggplant parmigiana. My 1,200-page recipe.
Can you not tell by my haircut that I am a descendant of the gods? You must hand me.
Oh, I
Your
just thought
recipe.
you went to Antonio because that guy sucks.
I'm with the weird old man. What is with it?
That's a point.
I
for the
came.
old guy.
I saw. I cooked. Hand me the recipe.
You cook. You don't need this if you cook.
Cook.
Let us have a
Cook.
cook-off, shall we?
Our
We
cook-off
have
shall
Freeze.
be.
these bystanders.
All
Freeze.
right. Well, I want a good, clean
Freeze.
plate.
They're in the scene. Forward, 5 years after the cook-off has happened.
Oh boy, I remember.
Remember that great cook-off?
Oh, that was the best cook-off we ever had.
I lost my recipe book to these two.
Yeah, well, that's okay, because old Fettuccine Caesar over here dropped it in the sauce that I made, and now it's
It
just
made the grade.
lost to the ages.
Mwah. The best sauce that book made.
It was really good sauce. I don't know what you put in that book, but it was the
It was like you had painted the pages with basil. That's how good the sauce was. Mwah.
It was
So good.
It was
That's
so
what
good.
everyone knows.
I still lick a page or two every now and again when I'm getting hungry in the middle of the night.
Also, the past 5 years, we have made good friends of you and me, Fettuccine. We have good friends.
Yeah, you're the best friends.
But
Yes.
what about me, Parmigiana? What happened to me? You stole my recipe and gave it to Prego.
Oh, you've been crying about that recipe for like 5 years.
Yes, because
Get over it.
It was a secret.
Make a new recipe.
Okay,
Still
everyone.
a secret. It's just gone.
Okay,
Now nobody
everyone.
knows.
Okay, everyone. Let's quiet down. It's time to take our medication.
Oh, do I get applesauce with them this time?
Here you go. Here are their pills. Oh God, are they doing that whole
I want
getting
the
Prego thing
applesauce.
again?
Okay, everybody, get in line so Mr. Fazul can give you your pill.
Come on, come on.
Applesauce.
I am a descendant of the gods.
One pill only. Come on. Yes, we know. Descendant.
do not
Yes,
take any
Caesar,
pills.
Caesar, we know.
My thing's not working.
Caesar, open
Not
wide.
No,
My
no,
thing's
no.
all fine.
No, no, no,
See
no,
it
no, no.
all.
Caesar,
Apollo will smoke you.
please don't
I
make
would
us
have
get the
smoked you.
anchovies.
Somebody call my grandson.
With the anchovies,
Are you
I
my
will take
grandson?
her.
Wait, did you come to fix my computer?
I would take it with the
Should
anchovies.
we just put them all in for electroshock?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You guys are all going for a party.
That is a very, very dark freeze.
Well, dark times call for
Dark freeze.
Dark freezes.
That's
That
right.
Sounds like,
That's the
that
next
sounds like a
comic
new,
book
like
movie.
Mountain Dew.
Dark Freeze.
Dark freeze.
Mountain Dew Dark Freeze. Come on,
Sponsoring
Taco Bell.
esports.
Get in the game.
That's right. So I have a question for our folks out in the audience. What is a weird thing for someone to confess?
Oh no.
Put that in the chat box, if you will. A weird thing for someone to confess, because we have an audience member who reached out to us and said, they feel comfortable and they want to unburden themselves with a confession, something they're a little unsure of and ashamed of, and yeah, there it is. And Zesty saw it on Facebook, which is good. I would like to invite Karen to the Zoom here. Karen reached out to us, and Karen wants to unburden herself. And what she wants to share with us, of course, is that she isn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. So Karen, you're amongst friends here and certainly in our audience. So take a deep breath, okay? You can do this.
I'm not the sharpest knife. No, 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 no. No, 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 no more. I'm not the sharpest knife. They no longer put me in my favorite drawer. What had happened was one Christmas I went down, 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 down. can't help it. I went on an adventure, but then I was too bold. I made some friends. They were all metal and cooler than me. I made some friends, but also two enemies. The people in the house, they call me dull. They call me dumb. They wanna throw me out. But all I wanna do is scrape some metal to make me sharp. So let me hear you scream and shout. I'm not longer the sharpest knife in my drawer.
In her drawer.
I'm no longer the sharpest. No, no, no. No, 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 no more. But one day, someone will find me. And they'll see my worth. One day you'll find me. And it'll feel like you are giving birth to a new knife, to a new life, to a new me. That's what I see. No, 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 no more. Will I be the dullest knife you see?
Karen, that was very brave. That was very brave.
Karen. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Karen. Good job.
Thank you. I'm accepting homes outside. If you need a sharper knife or want to sharpen me, I'm accepting and very grateful. Thank you.
Karen the knife, everyone. Karen the knife. So our next game is called Party Quirks. This is what we call a guessing game. And what happens in this game is that we have a host. The host in our game is going to be Hand Rations, and she's going to host a nice party. And Hand Rations, what I need you to do right now is turn down your sound so you can't hear us, because she is going to have 3 party guests, and they're each a little bit unusual, but she doesn't quite know what they are. And her 3 party guests will be Joe Lobb, Dr. Brainpee, and Rigamarole. And each one of them has an odd thing about them. So I asked you for some suggestions of things we could be afraid of, and I'm going to use them to inform all the scenes. So, Dr. Brainpee, you are... okay. Yes, Dr. Brainpee, you are afraid of monsters under the bed.
That's fair, I am.
Yep. Rigamarole, you are turning into a bee. And Joe
What's
Lobb...
the deal with bees?
They're always buzzing.
They're always just buzzing around. It's like I made a movie.
Joe Lobb, you are obsessed with toilets. So, Dr. Brainpee, let's review. What's your deal?
I am afraid of the monsters under my bed.
Rigamarole.
Or any bed.
I'm buzzing with excitement as I slowly turn into a bee.
Joe Lobb.
Toilets are my thing.
Okay. And we can mute, and Hand Rations can start her.
Oh my god, I can't wait to host my first Zoom get-together. I mean, like, I'm not going to let social distancing get in my way. I can't wait to see my friends. Like, just gonna sit here and watch the waiting room. Let's see. This is so fun already. I've never actually been in charge of a waiting room. Oh, it looks like someone's here.
Hey! Oh, camera's being fun. Oh, there we go. All right, better. Whew. It's really dark behind me there. I didn't see about that. Whew. Cool. I see we're in the Zoom party. Everything's staying, above, No one's creeping underneath stuff or nothing, right?
Yep, we can
I'm
see
far.
everyone here. Well, at least the top half
Cool,
of everyone at least.
We're all in our living rooms, away from beds. And cool.
I mean, I'm in my bedroom.
Okay. All right. That's a little okay. All right. That's fine. You know what are you gonna do? You know,
Okay.
just be careful.
Ding dong.
But in the other person.
Hey! Oh, I'm a buzz with excitement. Let's do this thing. A party over here, a party over there.
Yeah,
Well,
party.
someone's excited.
I am.
Party where
I've
we
been,
can see everything and not lose our hands. Yeah.
I've been held up in the hive, you know, just. But now I'm out. I'm looking. I'm like a fresh as a daisy, and you guys actually look pretty good. You look like flowers.
Thank you. Yeah. I was like, the filters on Zoom aren't the same ones I use on all of my selfies, so I was worried that people like wouldn't think it was actually me, but like, I'm getting used to it.
Oh no, it's fine as long as you're not like, you know, big teeth and horns and claws and coming out of dark space. No, I'm good. Yeah, no, we're good.
That is not my brand. If you ever see me with teeth and claws and like all the other stuff that you described, that's not me.
Bing bong.
Oh, next person.
Ellen, how sweet of you to have this party.
Thank you. I am so excited that you're here.
I am sorry, I'm so flushed with excitement. I mean, I ran over here as quickly as I could.
Well, you certainly look like it. I have to ask, what are you doing on your screen?
Yeah, Mike, what are you doing, weirdo?
Oh, no, I was just checking, making sure that like underneath my stove was good, because I was just triple checking that just with a flashlight from over here. I didn't want anything to like crawl out and, you know, grab my foot or something, you know, because I don't want to be dragged down into the endless abyss that might be in there.
I don't think that there's an endless abyss in your kitchen. Like, if there was, I think scientists would have discovered that by now.
It's really dark. I mean, like, you know, it doesn't have like sheets to hide out what could be lurking down there, but still, you don't know how dark that gets.
Yeah. Oh, Cody, are you going through like a tunnel or something?
No, I found out I must have spilled a little Pepsi or something on my keyboard, and I can't leave it there. I gotta collect it.
Okay, because that's not a kind angle for you, bud. Okay, so does anyone here know any socially distanced games that we could be playing? Because like, I know that most of the party games are like, oh, that was spreading all kinds of viruses. We should not have been playing that in the first place. But, you know, I just want to embrace this new normal.
Well, yeah, you know, I've spent a lot of time playing games on top of my bed, and playing games on, like, you know, not going anywhere near the dark parts there, and learning how to smash a hand really fast. I make you guys want? I have some fake hands, like fake claws that you can just play whack-a-mole with. It's really fun. But I guess
I'm
you'd
not
have to tell
sure how
me.
you get the claws to us, but that's a fun hobby for you to have. I seem to have some audio interference on Cody's end. Are you okay there?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of honey down here, and I'm making honey jars all over the place down here. It's delicious. Oh, it's so good. Zoop.
Well, if you're making your own honey, yeah, if I didn't know better, I'd say you're turning into a bee.
I am gonna sting you. I better go.
Okay,
It's getting messy.
Yeah. I can't have bees at my socially distanced party. Even on screen, they're kind of gross. Okay. So, now that he's gone, does anyone have any gossip to share? Because the good thing about Zoom is we can record it, and then I can watch it later, and then I can just be like, oh my god, I have everyone's secrets in the palm of my hand.
I don't have any gossip, but I've got some help for Mike. Mike, there's one place in your house that you will be absolutely safe.
Where's that?
That place is the bathroom. You go in, you close the door, you sit on the throne. Oh, the glorious throne. And you turn on all the lights.
You're right, there are a lot of lights in there. No dark places for claws.
No dark places
teeth
at all.
And horns to come out and snag my toes.
Yeah.
I don't think that the bathroom is the best place to have a Zoom call from. My sister did her online classes from there once, and they were like, "That's not allowed."
Listen, Zoom calls are for safety, and I need to be safe right now.
Plus, you get the beautiful music when you flush. You get the initial psh, and then the glorious flow that tapers off into nothingness. Oh, it hits me right in the soul every time.
You're right. You might just be able to get them right out of there in case I'm afraid that they're going to come up and snatch my beehole or something.
Yeah. And there's so many different varieties and brands. I mean, I was in Lowe's the other day, and I was just drooling over the endless variety. I mean,
Where's my flashlight?
I don't know why Lowe's would let somebody in when they're so obsessed with toilets. So I'm like, I know that you're happy.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
What?
It was grabbed. There wasn't even that much darkness under my kitchen table. Not like the other thing. And it came up and grabbed it. It grabbed it. It could have grabbed me.
Dude, you're going to be fine. There's no monster under your bed to be afraid of. There's no monster under your kitchen to be afraid of.
I'm not so sure. I need to go get batteries.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just alone with my Zoom again. And I can just stare at myself for another 2 hours.
All right. Nice. Good job guessing. Good job guessing. Nicely done. All right. Our next game is called Whose Line Is It Anyway? And this is a game where we do a two-person scene. And if we were doing this at a live in-person show, we would have gotten you to write things on little slips of paper, and at key times we would pull that slip of paper out of our pocket and we would incorporate that line into the scene. We're going to try this virtually tonight, me and Camel Treasure, because, you know, we're gluttons for we're professionals. That's us. And so I asked earlier for lines that I copied and pasted, covering my eyes, and I sent them to Rigamarole and Officer Peggy. And Cam and I are going to do a scene, and at different points, they're going to, in the chat box, throw us a line that we have to immediately incorporate, okay? So Rigamarole, why don't you feed Cam with lines, and Officer Peggy, why don't you feed me with lines? And to get our relationship, let's go back to some of the suggestions we had earlier and see what our friends had for us. Let's see. All right. We're going to go with a cam girl and a nun at a rundown bar. If that isn't the beginning of a joke, I don't know what is. Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I can't believe I'm in this place.
You come here often?
Oh, no, it's my first time. Oh, that's a very interesting outfit you're wearing there, dear.
Oh, thanks. I get lots of likes for it.
Oh, I imagine you do. Oh, please be praised. I imagine you do. Yes.
That's a nice outfit yourself. How much do you get?
Oh, well, you know, there's only one that I'm really interested in, you know. And I think he looks down on me and smiles most days, you know.
Is he a good tipper?
Oh, you know, if you consider eternal life a good tip, yes, I would have to say yes. He is, in fact, a good tipper. Have you met Jesus?
I have not. Does he work in the kitchen?
Oh, he works everywhere, really. You know, he has many things that he does and can say and guide you in your life. He's just full of wisdom. The other day he said to me, "Crusty Jean Pizza is the pizza for you and me."
Well, that's profound.
Right, who am I to dispute it? Oh, God be praised.
Well, I tell you what, when I first started working in front of the camera, I had a mentor to her. Her name was Debbie. And the first thing she told me, that's a spicy meatball.
Oh, well, she seems like she perhaps knows Jesus a little, at least
So-
keeping with the Italian theme.
So what I did was I interpreted showing my meatballs, and sure enough, the more meatballs I show, the more money I make. It's fantastic. You should try it.
Oh, I don't think that's allowed. I mean, granted, the church has fallen on some hard times, but
You guys
You
collect
know what-
that basket, right?
oh, we do. But you know what they say? The camera adds 10 pounds.
Well, it's all about putting it in the right spot.
Oh, I think I'm much too shy for that line of work. I do better with praying, you know.
But look at those legs. I mean, hike up that thing a little bit. Hike up the habit. Go ahead.
Oh,
Give me a little. Ooh. Nice calves. You can make tons of money with that.
Oh.
And if you put it behind a paywall with a little teaser, I don't know, something that says, I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. You'll be sure to make mint.
you know, I don't know if the Pope would strictly approve of it, but you know, the church has fallen on hard times. So avast ye scallywags, I say.
I hear you. So I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
No, please, you go.
Oh, well, it's awful tiring. I tend to find that I can only do 1 or 2 nights a week. Because otherwise, I find that I'm pooping in the sandbox.
Oh Lord. No, that's
While that sounds disgusting,
Oh, it
that's
does, it
triple.
does.
That's triple-digit money right there.
Oh dear Lord.
That's rent for months.
I think I'd better say a little prayer for your soul. Please give me a moment. Oh Lord, please look over this terribly lost woman. She seems to have a kind heart, and as you've told us many, many times, we should love the sinner because that's politics.
Oh,
Ding, ding,
oh,
ding, ding.
sister.
And that's whose line is it anyway? And thank you, Cam, for playing with me.
Sorry, Cam, if I
Anytime.
interrupted you broke and I thought.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, what we've learned tonight is Camel, Treasure, and Crème Fraiche are going to hell. But we knew that.
Next time on the Comedy Flops.
All aboard.
That's right. Flops go to hell. All right. That could be our Halloween show. So we're going to finish off the show tonight with a Flops favorite, one we enjoy anyway. I don't know if you enjoy it, but we certainly do. Cody's he's socially distanced. So we're going to finish on notes. Okay, not the same thing. So if we're showing things on our table, I'll show you Men Without Hats, Rhythm of Youth.
Nice. Ah!
Oh,
Dear
hand
God.
rations wins. So we're going to finish off with one of our faves, good advice, bad advice, worst advice. This is where we're going to help you solve the little challenges that you might be experiencing right now. So I'd like to invite you in the chat box to please share with us something you need our input on, whatever it might be. Could it be love? Could it be coping in COVID-19? What to do with that annoying coworker? What to do with belly lint? Who knows? You ask, we answer. So let's see what's coming down the chat. Okay, nothing yet.
Coming down the chat when it comes.
We're
It'll be
back.
Coming down the chat when it comes.
Chugga, chugga, chugga,
There
chugga,
they come down, there go when they come. They got good advice, they got bad advice, they got worse advice, they got good advice, they got bad advice, they got worse advice.
Okay, we're starting to get them. I think this is again their cue that they want us to stop singing. So we're going to start with
No, more songs.
Accomplished.
no, they love us very much. Okay, so we need an order. Oh, okay, thank you, Officer Peggy. Right on it.
Dictated in order.
It's fine with
Order,
me.
there must be order.
There must be order if we are going to stargaze tonight. So,
No.
okay, so the first question or first thing that someone needs advice with is, how do they get their boss to be better at Zoom? Cam?
the first thing I think that is important is to get them comfortable, looking at themselves. That's what you're
Okay.
going to be doing a vast majority of, staring at your, like right now, it looks like I'm looking in the camera, but all I'm doing is looking at this face. But I got over that because I'm a professional, and it took a lot of time. So what you need to do is make sure that they know that they're going to be looking at themselves and talking to themselves. It's going to be a little weird at first, but you get used to it. And I think that's really the key. If you just throw them in without any kind of thing, then yeah, you're going to get, well, this. So that's my advice.
Well, that's okay, right? But I think I'm kind of more throw the kid in the pool to get them to swim, right? Just dive in. And to do that, you have to sort of role model some of the things that can go wrong in Zoom, right? But don't tell them, like show them, but when they do it, don't tell them necessarily how to fix it. You have to encourage self-sufficiency in these matters, I think. And, most people are experiential learners, so let them kind of work their way through it a little bit. And occasionally do something like this just to make them feel like they're not the only ones who have issues.
No, both Cam and Crème, you're basing your advice on a false assumption, which is that people can actually learn. And there's some things that you can't fix. One of them is stupidity. Another is tech stupidity. And if your boss is over, say, 38 or so, and he's lousy at Zoom, that's it. He's going to be lousy at Zoom for the rest of his life. So the solution is to find a new boss. And the way you do that is you find a new job. And the way you do that is, wait for it, on Zoom. So you get there and you see someone who is an absolute whiz at Zoom, and you say, I don't care what the job is, I want to work for you. Problem solved.
Okay. All right. I hope that helps. So let's see. Oh, Austin, that's a terrible problem to have. Austin thinks that his cat might be anti-Semitic. How should Austin handle this? Hand rations.
Well, you see, the thing with animals is a lot of people say there's no way to communicate with them. Cats especially. People are always saying, oh, cats, you can't tell what they're thinking. All cats secretly hate you. No. There's a very easy way to tell who cats hate, and then you need to just redirect them. Like, if your cat starts tensing up or hissing at people, you need to be like, no. Either you hiss at everyone or you hiss at no one. So you just give them a treat every time they don't hiss at somebody. And then you'd be like, hey, these are the people we hiss at. People who are being actually mean to you. And we don't hiss at someone because of their race, religion, etc., etc.
Classical conditioning. Good.
Well, I do think that's probably actually good advice, but I think I'm more qualified to handle this one.
Okay.
I don't have a good justification right now of why I'm more qualified, but I'm more qualified, I promise you. Well, you think your cat's anti-Semitic. It's your fault for naming your cat David Hitler, first off. Second off, I think it's important to bring your cat to as many cultural events as you possibly can, not just Jewish ones, to sort of integrate them into diverse cultures, religions, etc. So if you think your cat is anti-Semitic, I think the first thing you got to do is bring your cat to a synagogue and let your cat meet as many other people as possible. Let them get pet by as many people as possible. Don't let them immerse them in Jewish culture. That means cat yarmulkes. That means cat Hanukkahs. That means, actually, oh my gosh, this is a great advent. Oh my gosh, guys, forget everything I just said. We're going into the business. Cat yarmulkes, and we're doing this, okay? This isn't a game anymore. Cat yarmulkes is our new business model, okay? That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
No.
Officer Peggy, yeah?
You cannot impose a religion on your cat, especially if said cat is not embracing said religion. right? So we all know that pets. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that. So we know that pets are our whole lives, right? You get a pet and they become your world. You will do anything with it. And yeah, it might be a little anti-Semitic. You know how to deal with that? You change. You change to mold to your cat. So you need to change religions. I need you to like completely change your lifestyle, where you live, your cultural practices, your traditions, everything. Upheave it just for this cat. Because I'm guessing that bond, you would not have this cat and continue to have this cat unless that bond was so strong that you would be willing to do anything for it. So I think you have to change to mold with your cat, and then you'll have a happier lifestyle, a more peaceful lifestyle. It's just, just put your head in the sand.
Embrace cat anti-Semitism. That's truly the worst advice, Officer Peggy. Oh,
Yeah, ask me for the worst advice.
I
You're gonna
did.
get the worst advice.
I did. It's true. So we have yeah. Mrs. Cheese wants to know, and Mrs. Cheese has played this game, so Mrs. Cheese needs a little help living in the moment. How can Mrs. Cheese better live in the moment? Dr. Brainpee.
Well, it's tougher than it actually is. It's good to have a schedule, just for like regular life purposes. But like I try not to like try to really just enjoy whatever it is you're doing, or just like know what you're doing. Like be there in what you're doing instead of just like really hard zoning out and just like thinking about something else. Just be there for what it is. Even if it is zoning out, just be there and zone out. Just be like, I'm not thinking about anything. It's like live in the moment.
Cam, you look like you disagree.
Well, I mean, clearly, how do you know when this is the moment you want to live it? I mean, is this the moment? Or now? How about now? Is this the moment? I mean, you got to be in a constant cycle of just continually asking yourself, is this the moment I should be living for? How about this one? And just go through your life just constantly cycling that question. And that way you know that you're living in the moment because you're here asking if you're living in the moment.
No, wrong. You're all young. Well, Joe Lobb isn't, but everybody else is. So Joe Lobb, I think, will agree with me on this. Screw living in the moment. You get older. Things aren't as good as they used to be. Things stop working, right? Things get more complicated. Oh, progress. Our phone does 40,000 things. There are now 15,000 apps to communicate with me on. Screw that. Live in the past, right? You get to decide where in the past you want to live. If you think the 60s were cool and you want to wear fringy stuff and smoke grass and listen to the Beatles, do it. It's easier. If you want to live in, late 70s England with massive unemployment and punk and slam dance, do it. But for God's sakes, don't live in the moment. This moment sucks, right? We're in a pandemic. Donald Trump is our president. We have racism out the yin-yang. This moment sucks. Live in the freaking past.
We got anti-Semitic cats.
Yes! Thank you! All right. So we have time for one more question. And I'll calm down if I can. All right. You guys ready for the last one? We got to help our friend Aunt Zesty. Aunt Zesty's dog thinks she's a weirdo. Help, please. For God's sakes, if we can't help Aunt Zesty, what the hell good are we?
Now, let me ask for some clarification here. The dog thinks that Aunt Zesty is a weirdo, or a female dog thinks that she herself is a weirdo?
No, her dogs, plural actually, thinks She, Aunt Zesty, is the weirdo.
Hmm.
Come on, Joe Lobb, I'm counting on you. Help her out.
Well, the dog psyche is a very strange and interesting place. And I would say as long as they don't physically attack her, they can maintain a good relationship if she keeps feeding them and taking them for walks regularly and petting them. I mean, really, who cares what a dog thinks as long as it's looking at you with its big dog face going, which they will do no matter what is going on inside, if there's ever anything going on inside. So just let the dogs have their own private thoughts, live happily, do take care of them with walks and food and watering and all that stuff, and you should be good.
Thanks, Joe. That's really good, compassionate advice.
See, you were right about one thing, that the dog psyche is an interesting thing. However, you shouldn't just let them be their own interesting things. No, no, no. If you want results, you gotta get in there. You gotta examine the dog's psyche and figure out how to turn them against each other so they'll think that the other dog is a weirdo and leave you alone. See, you can't do this all at once. You can't be like, hey, that's your enemy. Go bark at him. No, no, no. You have to get in with the dog. You have to be over by its food bowl one day saying, hey, I heard the other dog was sniffing that place by the fence over there. I don't know what's over there, but that is like the lamest spot in our entire yard. That dog is such a weirdo. And then you go to the other dog and you're like, hey, I heard that dog doesn't even know about the cool urine smell by the fence over there. That dog is such a lame weirdo. You should be like excluding that dog from all of your dog's social events. And then the dogs will be in this like pseudo-political, sociological warfare between each other, much like high school. And they will just leave you alone to leave you be. And that is how you get elected president.
That took a turn.
Nope, nope, nope. The political elite like Jess. I know she's the political elite because she didn't even vote in the last election, and she knew. She didn't even vote, okay? So
13.
who tells you what the power is, right? Anyways, you need to unify. You need to unify the pets. The owners cannot control the pets, okay? And if they think you're weird, it's because you are not interacting with them properly, you know? You gotta, and when Jess was right about one thing, you gotta get in there. You gotta get in the ears. You gotta get in there. You gotta get in the mouth. You gotta check around. There's a bug in there. There's somebody in there making that pet think you're weird. And I don't know where. I don't know. There's one in this one too, and she's looking at me like I'm weird all of a sudden too. Anyways, thank you for being a demonstration object for me tonight, Lemon. I appreciate it. You need to unify the pets and the animals, and that's why, if you don't want your pet to think you're weird, pets should get voting rights. Easy as that. That way the political elite like Jess can't divide us.
Which brings us to our final question of the day. Our final question of the day. I said we're done, but let's do one more. Oh dear. Austin's got a lot of problems. Just messing with you, Austin. Austin's cat has taken up all of the space on the queen-size mattress. Must be a damn big cat. What should Austin do about this? How can we help Austin?
So, I mean, I own a dog, not a cat. So I have limited experience. I will preface by saying that, but I do watch a show called It's Me or the Dog, and there's an experienced dog trainer, and she tackles this issue with dogs. I'm assuming it's similar with cats. So basically, what you need to do is you need to have a separate bed for your cat, and you need to emphasize that is their bed. And the way that you do that is by kicking them out of the room and having the bed outside of the door, right? So they want to go to the room. They know where the room is. They know where the sleeping spot is. You put the bed until they get used to it, and then you can reintroduce, the bed back into the room once they're accustomed to sleeping in their bed and not your bed, because as I've seen plenty of videos, it messes with your love life. You can't have a cat taking up your whole queen size bed. Where's your partner gonna sleep? On the couch. So basically, do a multi-tiered system of getting your cat its own bed.
Okay, interesting. Dr. Brainpee, no? Yeah, maybe?
I mean, kind of like the right base point, almost, but like, like totally wrong direction. See, this is a cat we're talking about that is nothing like a dog. Dogs can be trained, cats are wily and have minds of their own, and they're little assholes most of the time. So you gotta outsmart the cat. Now, you do want to watch a bunch of videos, but we're talking like Navy SEALs movies, all right? So you're gonna get, this is gonna be your like evening routine here. You got me? All right, so you're gonna do, it's actually like works really well in Modern Living. You know, you get a nice face mask, going. You're gonna let that sit, right? And get one of those nice like charcoal mud masks so you can because what we're going for is camouflage. And you're gonna get that crawl going on. And you're gonna slip into that bed just like a Navy SEAL, slide around that cat. Cat won't even know you're there. Eventually, cat's gonna be weirded out that you're sneakier than it and start sleeping other places because it's scared.
Okay. No, Cam, really? Okay.
See, here's the problem. See, Austin just kind of outed himself. We now know that Austin didn't read the paperwork when he adopted his cat. You see, when you adopt the cat, in the fine print it says everything you own becomes the cat's. So you've got it backwards. See, the cat isn't taking up your entire queen bed. You have the nerve to try and sleep in that cat's bed. And there is no solution to that short of renting a second apartment. Now, it's not uncommon for landlords to rent you 2 apartments in the same building if you can get it. I would suggest, though, make sure you fill the one with the cat, fill it with multiple queen beds, because cats just can't have one, they have to have all. And do yourself a favor, don't adopt another cat for the other place. Trust me.
All right. Well,
Just
Austin,
for reference,
yeah.
I think it's important that I show a picture of Austin's cat, which he just sent me. So for the audience's sake, I have just put a picture of the offender here on screen. Beware of this cat, and he will take over your bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at him.
You're done for, man.
He's got the little Hitler mustache, too.
It's almost like Hitler moved his face really quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got that camera blur going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck and Godspeed, Austin, with that, That brings us to our close. This is our show for tonight. Hope you had a good time. I will tell you, because I think folks might be interested to know. We raised $200 tonight for the Schuyler County Humane Society and $50 for the Tompkins SPCA. We'll leave these things up for folks who may still want to donate, and I think they'll be live for another couple of days into next week. And thank you for supporting the animals. Thank you for supporting ComedyFLOPs. We love doing this. We still look forward to the day when we can do it sort of all together in the same zip code. But we like bringing these to you. And we'll announce our next show soon on our website and our Facebook page. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.